In almost 6 years of riding now, I've been able to ride bikes from a $200 pawn shop bike all the way up to a $10,000 Yeti and everything in between. Even though these bikes ride and feel amazing, after riding them, then going back to the bikes I normally ride, something just felt off. Riding these bikes started to give me a false sense of reality, giving me the mindset that I had to ride more often, and when I did ride, I had to ride the trails that were more suitable for the bike that I was riding, rather than just riding the trails I enjoyed the most. Oh my God. This stuff is so sketch. Like oh my. I'm literally like death grip. But when I started riding other more practical bikes, things started to make a lot more sense. I consider myself a casual mountain biker because I ride a lot of other bikes as well, but I feel 95% of riders are casual. So it started to make me question, why do so many people get caught up on the latest and greatest when it comes to mountain bikes? Mountain biking can be however you want it to be. And once I realized that, paying ridiculous prices for mountain bikes really didn't make sense anymore to me. Companies are asking customers to pay premium prices for bikes that the mountain bike community would consider entry-level mountain bikes. I've also been thinking about modern standards in mountain bikes, and it makes me think of Apple products, meaning, just like Apple, the bike industry created unnecessary problems so that they can turn around and sell you a solution. But unlike phones, people don't need bikes. Now let's think about this logically. You have people trying to say you need shop quality bikes or you're in danger of your bike not lasting and needing lots of repairs over time. Now let's look at some numbers. I'm sure these are not 100% accurate, but I bet they're pretty close. Now you got the casual, core, and serious rider. Look at how many times they ride per year, and you expect them to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for bikes. And then you wonder why these companies are going out of business. These are the numbers that they're trying to sell these premium price bikes to, and all these different companies are trying to do the same thing. There's not enough customers willing to do that because they don't ride enough. And let alone ride enough, you got to live on the side of the country where you can even get your money's worth. Half the country can't even ride, well, over half the country can't even ride year round. So it makes no sense. The detachment from reality in the mountain bike community is killing the sport in my opinion. They had the Intense 951 Trail in carbon going for $1,800 brand new at one point at Costco, and people were saying it was inferior. In my opinion, that's the best bike I've seen for the price in the 6 years I've been riding, and nothing even comes close. But because it was from Costco, people look down on it. With that type of mentality, plus the standoffish attitude that people have towards mountain biking to begin with, the mountain bike community is doing more harm than good at this point. I've never seen so many people in a sport that most people don't care about anyway alienate so many people but still expect to grow. Then we had the Ozark Trail dual slalom hit the scene, and people got up in arms about that. You have to realize you are a small percentage of people who takes this stuff that serious, because at the end of the day, it's just a bike. And just because you want to spend $1,000 to $1,500 more on something you might consider more worth it, doesn't mean someone who doesn't take it as serious as you do should. I really don't know where the idea came from that people would want to keep spending a lot of money on bikes. I can't remember the last time I saw an expensive bike and said to myself, I have to have that. Literally never crosses my mind because I'm a regular person that just wants to ride, and there's no logical reason for me or 95% of other people to be buying bikes like that. The thing that really baffles me is how, because I'm trying to get more people into the sport at a lower cost, then I have to be getting paid by someone. But whether you believe this or not, people actually do still make videos to genuinely try to help people and not just for their own benefit. $1,500 to $2,000 for a good bike might not seem like a lot to the seasoned rider, but most people brand new to the sport think that's an absolutely absurd price for a bike, and there's where the disconnect is, in my opinion. The industry fails to look at it from a new rider's perspective. They only focus on the existing riders. When I was in Milwaukee and I got to help out with the clinic to introduce people to mountain biking who otherwise probably would never encounter the sport, really gave me some perspective on how many people that actually enjoy mountain biking given the opportunity.
All right. Okay, everybody ready to practice another part of mountain biking?
When I make videos about budget bikes, these are the kinds of riders I have in mind. Ones that would otherwise not have the opportunities to try mountain biking, but given the right confidence and accessibility, they could potentially get into the sport and make it a lifelong activity. So for those who get upset about me talking about certain bikes, that's the core issue with mountain biking, in my opinion.
We're new bikers, and low key, it was low key kind of fun. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.